Alright, and we are live here on Twitch with some more Fallout New Vegas. I'm finally getting back into the swing of things on a Mondays when it comes to having my Fallout New Vegas streams being on a Monday. I know, such a concept. When we last left off, we had started the Dead Money DLC with a mysterious man known as Father Elijah telling us that we had a bomb collar placed around our necks, and that the only way for us, as you can see with the bomb collar there, I've got my courier in this security armor, and you can see our companion, a ghoul by the name of Dean Domino, who is totally not a suave look-alike of some other, famous musician. But yeah, we were lured to the Sierra Madre for reasons.
Sure glad one of us
and
knows what you're doing.
excuse me. The Sierra Madre turns out was a death trap. But what caused the death trap? Poison gas, ghost people, who knows? But we were told by this mysterious voice of this elderly Father Elijah, who we'd heard tales of in the Mojave Wasteland from Veronica, our companion from the Brotherhood of Steel, who was obsessed with technology and finding out certain things and all that, and doing certain things and all that jazz. And apparently it led him here to the Sierra Madre, and we'd heard tales of Father Elijah in the previous DLCs with people chasing him, and we're about to find out who this person chasing Father Elijah named Christine is here in the medical district. We already got Dean Domino as our companion. We also found a super mutant with a schizophrenic personality disorder of God and Dog, with his name crudely carved into his chest. And Dog was the one who brought us to the Sierra Madre after the knockout gas. So yeah, we've got some things that we want. Listen before you go ahead. Oh yeah, and we've got ghost people that can't be killed, and radios that we must also disable, lest our bomb collars go off. And only some of them have... Damn it! I was afraid of that. Yeah, so now we have to hoof it. I hate this
Watch out
part.
if you see a prize lying around. The ghost people leave supplies as traps.
Hey, I found some of your stashes, Dean, with, I want to say, chalk or bioluminescent handprints. Oh, alright, we're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to get anything done just by sitting around here in the entranceway of the medical district. But that is a plot recap. We basically have to get these people here for reasons. Father Elijah seems to think that it'll take 4 of us to get to get into the Sierra Madre. And, yeah. Now we just gotta hope that we don't die. Oh, yeah. And like I said, the ghost people, very annoying. I actually made a mistake in my last stream by not having God or Dog, actually aid me as a combat companion. Now, thankfully, Dean Domino is a very good companion. And to be fair, so is God/Dog. He's a very good companion, too. The thing is that... Yeah. Leave no stone unturned. Excuse me. I don't even necessarily have to do that. I just feel a lot better doing it. I mean, I'm pretty good, well decked out here. But those speakers, oh, they will annoy the hell out of you. They actually get way worse in the casino. Just you wait. I'm gonna be cursing going into the casino. a little bit later on because it just sucks. And you might notice that I have, like, limited healing items. I'm saving them for when I really need a big heal. Also, this place is a bit of a labyrinth, so... it's not... Actually, the hardest place to get through is the, yeah, the clinic's that way. Excuse me. Actually, the hardest place to get through is probably Dean Domino's area, which is Dean Domino's area. I can talk, bleh. But yeah, like I said, those speakers can get very annoying. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going backwards. And, we're gonna have to keep our eyes open if we can destroy them. Alright. And this is where having Dean Domino comes in handy. He will protect us from the cloud, at least temporarily.
Watch out if you see a prize lying around. The ghost people leave supplies as traps.
Yes, I understand that, Dean. Okay, I knew I wasn't going to be able to destroy the speaker, so I didn't bother. That is one of the cooler perks that you have in this game, or not in this game, in the DLC. Oh yeah, it's hey Toy Toy, mamang. Yeah, this is definitely my least favorite. It's the most difficult of all the DLCs. I like the idea and the concept and the motif, especially with the fact that it's one of the only DLCs that actually like directly ties to a main companion and a main faction in the game, with the exception of the last one, Lonesome Road, which ties directly to your courier character. Yeah, hell yeah, man, Fallout. Like I said, I try to stream this every Monday. Keyword is try. And I'm almost done with Fallout New Vegas, and then I'm thinking after that I will go to Fallout 4. Because I haven't done a second playthrough of Fallout 4 in, like, forever. Actually, I've yet to do a second playthrough of Fallout 4. But yeah, I'm kind of most of the way through. I'm siding with Mr. House on this route. In the main plot. Oh yeah, Fallout 4 on VR, yeah. It's definitely cool. I've definitely considered it. Yeah, these ghost harvesters. Although, to be fair, the security holograms are way worse. But thankfully, I've got Dean Domino who can actually do damage to these guys. Because apparently, my gun skill is either crap or I just suck. I, for the sake of this, like, this streaming series in Let's Play, have been doing it in, like, chronological order. The first time I played this, I did do it.
Grew over the years, even without cars or factories.
Yeah, I have PSVR. I don't play PSVR a whole lot, but I have PSVR. PlayStation VR. Yeah, and I definitely... excuse me. I definitely played this DLC first when I played it the first time. Now, granted... And somehow I actually felt like I was better equipped to handle it at the time. I don't know why. It just worked that way. Maybe I just didn't know. Like, I'd heard rumors, but I didn't know, like, how bad or difficult it was. So I just kind of said, screw it and go for it. And that worked. But I don't remember it actually being too bad the first time I played it. But then again, that was a long time ago. Because even though I've played and beaten Fallout New Vegas, probably the only thing that I've beaten more than Fallout New Vegas in terms of games is to completion would probably be the Mass Effect games. Honestly. I don't think I've beaten anything as much, even minus the DLCs, or even not including the DLCs, as a part of the equation, as much as this. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard rumors about that with the Oculus. To be perfectly honest, I just don't have a whole lot of room in my space to set up the PSVR and do it like well, like, and I don't like have like a gaming chair that I can like sit down so that I don't have to stand up for everything too. So it's just a pain. That's part of the reason why I haven't done it as much as I could. Shut up, Dean. I mean, he's a nice, or Dean Domino's a cool, snarky bastard, but he gets annoying after a while. Food, food, food. Food, food, food. Oh, was that really all the food I had? Well, damn. I've only got 4 stim packs. This is gonna end poorly. Nice. Yeah, I've heard. I don't have to wear my glasses for anything but driving, so I can't attest to this, but I've heard from some people and friends that PSVR is probably the best if you actually have to wear glasses on the regular, so there's that. That's kind of cool. Definitely a bonus point. I'm already getting sick and tired of your dialogue, Dean. What the hell, man? Did we just... is it on repeat recycle? Oh, I see a handprint. One of Dean's stashes. Definitely wants this. Now, why in the hell he has all this? I don't know, but... I could have swore I found 3.
Spot here. Just, leave me something, all right?
Huh? Yeah, that's the other thing I know I've heard about the VR too, is that I know that they're compatible with PCs and stuff. There is actually like I do have like quite a few VR games / experiences. Ah, this is where we need to be. I just haven't played them yet. Cause I got motion sickness like playing a Doctor Who VR game, which was actually kind of fun, but the motion sickness was so bad that it turned me off from playing VR for quite a while. I was actually just kind of grateful that said VR game was actually ported to the other consoles recently so that I could actually finish the story even if it's not nearly as engaging as a non-VR experience, in my opinion. I forgot you can use a hot plate. Let's see if I can craft anything here. My survivor skill. No, my survivor skill is not good enough. But yeah, oh. Nice. Yeah, I've got like what do I have? I have like Titanic VR experience. I've got, believe it or not, there's a Sharknado VR game for the PS4. I have that, and I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, I've got quite a few VR games, like, because they're either free or they're, like I got them on sale, like, dirt cheap. I just haven't played them. Run, 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 run. Red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum. Alright, we're in the clinic now.
Up an emitter signature. Watch for security holograms. Dangerous. Don't shoot them. Attacking them is useless.
Good to know. Although it does make sense. It's like, how the hell are you going to damage a hologram? The short answer, you can't. The good news is that means there's no ghost people in here. What's the clinic security terminal say? Check security hologram status. Patrolling second floor. That's good. Yeah, let's not set them to patrol the first floor. View security postings. Holograms. Hologram. Security protocols. Do just as the name implies. They've performed this function better than most conventional security guards. Good to know. Excuse me. Addendum. Security programs or holograms have been programmed with case-specific Sierra Madre protocols. Not only do security holograms look like Sierra Madre personnel, they will respond to threats or unauthorized personnel just as conventional security guards would. I agree. Dog and God is my favorite. I like Christine, too, because of the connection she has to the main story. I know it's not explicitly said, but it is kind of pretty much hinted at that Christine is the secret lover that Veronica had that, eventually left the Brotherhood. So that, I think, kind of earns me a lot of points for Christine because I love Veronica's character. She's my favorite companion, probably, or one of my favorite companions. Doesn't hurt that she's voiced by the awesome Felicia Day, too, Veronica in game, which, so, let's see. Use field of view sensors to perceive their environment and aid in pathing. While later versions will up 360-degree perception arc, memory cells current only perceive their environment in cone of vision. Yeah, so in other words, it's like your average stealth game. Yeah, but God and Dog is cool too, especially because he kind of proves the idea of a super mutant being intelligent and how tragic it is, the stealth boy especially ruining the schizophrenia. If they weren't giant, hulking monsters, those that did succeed and were ready to join the Master's army were totally capable of being intelligent. I have all of Felicia Day's show, The Guild, on DVD. It's something I've been meaning to binge watch, but it's... And I've read her 2 books, both her memoir and her creativity guide, both excellent. And just made me love her more. And I met her in person. She's such a gem when she came to Wisconsin for a book signing. Such a gem. Yeah, The Guild is definitely on my list of binge watches pretty soon, or in the near future. Oh, cool, man, you are? I take it you're maybe an extra somewhere in an episode? That's awesome. I'll totally keep an eye out for that toy. Oh, that's cool as hell. Security holograms, blah, 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 blah. Caution color. So, yeah, in other words, you get caught, they'll... Yeah, this is pretty much what you'd expect. Natural response. Either with fist or a weapon. All assaults are rendered useless. They cannot be wounded. They cannot be damaged or harmed unless the emitter is destroyed. Right, So there's nothing to be feared. Yeah, rendered unconscious has been switched to kill, methinks. Cannot leave the emitter's range. Not necessarily a design flaw, but definitely one that you could think. With enough force. Yeah, so in other words, guns can still destroy them. Pretty much. Nice. All right. When I get around to finally binge watching the hell out of that, I will totally check that episode out and keep my eyes glued. I doubt you have changed that much in... Oh, good God. Has it been 15 years? I think Felicia was just remarking herself about it. Something being 15 years since the Guild was made as a passion project of hers? Something like that. It's been a while. Oh. Maintenance post, installation and maintenance, hologram maintenance. What the hell kind of nuclear power are they running to keep these holograms running for that long? It's kind of creepy in a way. Oh, so many mugs and garbage. If only I had Muggy with me. Well, perfect. Just what I needed. The vending... I just won the game with the vending machine code Stim Pack.
What are we doing here for? This place is... well, it's haunted.
Didn't take you for the superstitious type, Dean. I'll take your stuff, though.
Leave me something, will you?
That is so cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, I admit I've been meaning to binge watch it, but I got distracted watching the Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant runs of Doctor Who for the first time ever instead, which I do not regret at all. Very good decision, especially Christopher Eccleston's run doesn't get enough love, and David Tennant, of course. I mean, honestly, I wish the guy could have played Doctor Who forever, but I know that, the way the show is constructed and everything, he eventually had to stop playing the Doctor.
Seriously, we should get out of here. The security holograms shoot on sight, and you can't even hurt them.
Yeah, at the very end. Yeah, but I don't feel bad for Dean because the guy was, he was a pretty jealous prick. In fact, I think I'm gonna tell him to go back to the fountain.
Well, now, if it isn't my ball, chain, and dog collar rolled all into one.
Heh. Oh, wait, that's right. I didn't actually... Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't actually talk to Dean Domino that much. Yeah, I got to admit, Billie Piper, gorgeous. So that was not much a given. I don't know why Christopher Eccleston... I mean, there's conflicting reports that he didn't want to be typecast, and that's why he stopped being the Doctor. But I personally think that... I don't know. Maybe he didn't think that the revival would actually stand up. Like maybe they didn't know how serious they were going to go with the Doctor Who reboot. But regardless, his run is very good, and there are some very, very creepy episodes towards the middle of his run. Also, John Barrowman as a.k.a. The Black Arrow, a.k.a. Malcolm Merlin, is a big part of the series, starting with Christopher Eccleston's run at the very end, which is nice, and it actually just kind of proves that John Barrowman's not nearly get enough credit as an actor beyond just the Arrow or Arrow show. Yeah, that makes sense, and unfortunately, most TV series run for like a 13-season run or 13-episode run. Although I have heard that he's come back to do audio dramas, Doctor Who audio dramas since then, so that's kind of nice. I don't know. It is kind of a shame that he didn't even come back for the Day of the Doctor, which was the big 50th anniversary thing. He only showed up in archival footage, and they did get John Hurt to play his aged version of his Doctor in that special, from what I've read. So there's that. That's kind of cool. Anyways, have other people shown up in search of the Sierra Madre?
Tourists, you bet. They don't stay long, and they don't stay alive long. If they survive the clouds, the ghost people, the traps, then greed takes over, and they start sizing each other up for funeral suits.
So, the visitors all killed each other?
Sure. First they figure they can get out, escape. Then they start thinking...
Oh, yeah.
Start thinking about how they can...
Yeah, that was a good one.
They start weighing the odds, taking risks, and then taking each other out. Bomb collars or not.
Yeah,
Although,
that episode was very, very
the bomb
good.
collars weren't linked before like they are now. Guess someone learned what the problem was.
Right. And it's just amazing. I mean, like, some people would call the... Well, yeah, that's the funny thing. Most people know about the Daleks. Hell, the Lego movie brought the Daleks into most kids' minds. I believe... I can't remember if it was which Lego movie it was. But yeah, I mean... There's just something about the Daleks that's, like, so OP, yet, like, because it looks like a trash bin. Like, they're like, this is one of the greatest enemies in science fiction. What happened to people who came to the villa?
They got killed by one of the villa's attractions, locals, or the beautiful weather. Can tell you right now, they didn't stick close to each other, and when they did, They let down their guard at the wrong moment. Some left signposts to others trying to help them out. Just led to them getting killed by someone a little more greedy than they were.
Interesting. Any advice on how to get through this?
Considering my life's on the line too, yeah. A few things. First off, keep everyone together. Keep checking behind you. Make sure your partners are following. Don't let them wander. Also, don't go running crazy everywhere. Almost every inch of this town is lethal. So if you're not sure, take it real slow. And speaking of slow, don't go shouting or attracting attention. Go quiet. The ghost people find you, it's over.
These ghost people, they're the only ones alive, quote unquote, around here?
Alive's a tricky word. The locals, the ghost people, not sure it applies to them. They're a little uncivilized. They don't talk much, as in at all.
Have you tried to deal with them?
Talking to them, bribing them, leaving food, nothing. In the years since, they haven't changed their approach, but I sure have. They catch you, they drag you into the cloud, and you're not coming back out.
Yes, the Lego Batman movie. I knew it was. I knew it was either the second one or the Lego Batman movie that did that.
Stay out of their way. They don't die easy.
I've been. I will say this: after having watched all of the David Tennant run and the Eccleston run, with the exception of the Weeping Angels, probably my favorite villain from the Doctor Who series is probably still the Cybermen. Yeah, they're the Borg basically are a copy of them, which is kind of funny to think of, but yeah, it's actually very good. It's one of those the franchise, the Lego movie franchise is actually one of those rare, like, at least in modern times, kids movies that's deliberately designed for kids but that adults can clearly enjoy too. Very much so. Oh yeah, the Weeping Angels are crazy. I will say that one other villain that doesn't get nearly enough love in the series, because, I mean, it's a freaking shadow, so, like, there's no way you can actually fight it, is the Vashta Nerada, which apparently translates to Piranhas of the Air. When you get to that episode in the David Tennant series, which is kind of towards the tail end, it's a two-parter, it's actually pretty freaky in its own right. It almost gives the Angels a run for their money. The only difference is that the Angels have had much more story time in both the show and in audiobook form.
You shoot them, they get back up. You stab them, they get back up. That's why I have explosives all over this place. Unless you blow them up, chop them up, disintegrate them, the ghost people don't go down. Not enough bullets in the town to spend on them. So unless you're a real good shot, save one for yourself right before they catch you.
I actually think the creepiest thing too about the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who is how the Doctor almost basically phrases them as like the only beings in the universe that will kill you nicely, because they'll just time warp you into a certain like time and then just feast off of the time paradox or the energy from the time paradox instead of, like deliberately snapping your neck or something like that, which they honestly could. And there's actually a game for the Xbox One featuring the Weeping Angels based on their name, the Lonely Assassins. I played it. It was actually very creepy. Clearly, though, it was designed to be played on a smartphone, though, because like the whole thing is like got a smartphone interface thing. But it's a nice little thing. Oh yeah, they totally do. A fair shot, one kill. That's how I handle the problems.
Well, you seem like you know how to handle yourself. all right. Once I fired a lucky shot, hit a gas tank one was holding, blew his arm off at the shoulder, and he didn't get back up after that. So if you're that good, don't aim for the head, aim for their bombs. And if you can wait until his buddies are close by, even better.
Where do they come from?
Friend, there's more mysteries in heaven and earth. Wait, no. There is more between heaven and earth. Oh, forget it. I'd sooner ask what makes me an undying son of a bitch than spend any thought as to why they crawl to life here. I'm counting myself lucky I still have my faculties. They sure don't. Then again, they may not have had the focus I do.
Focus.
Always had the Sierra Madre to keep my mind occupied.
Yes,
Most folks,
always
they don't
planning the
have the
heist
same
of the
drive,
century.
The same need, not worth my time. Pretty much ghost people before the bomb, now ghost people after.
Is there anything else I should
Whatever
know?
we do, don't rile them up. Normally there's only a few, maybe a pack. There's more out there, a lot more. If they find out
Oh
someone's
yeah,
just
fighting them in the
they'd be
Sierra Madre is a
shaking
bitch.
hornet's
There's
nest.
one really
Don't
bad
want to
corridor.
Think how many of them could fill these streets? It's
Other
your
questions. Found one of your stashes. Why didn't you leave them around the villa?
survival. I still needed to leave the residential area to scrounge up supplies, and I don't like taking chances. The villa's dangerous, so I left weapons and stims in case I got in a tight spot. And of course, you show up putting your mitts on everything. I suppose this qualifies as an emergency, so I'm not complaining. Much. I still
Johnny
need
Supplies.
to eat. At least I think I do. The villa provides, even if it's not as glamorous as the Cantina Madrid. Once I, well, realized what you could scrounge up around here, I had a lot of time to experiment. Not the best chef, but, well, here's the mix, if you can stomach it. I call it a Sierra Madre Martini.
How do you make it?
Scrape some cloud residue off the walls, mash it in a tin can with some junk food from the machines, and hold your nose and down it. There's electric hot plates around if you can't find a campfire to mix it at. Also, there's other recipes you can do with the cloud residue, although it might take a hardier survivalist than me to brew them. I stick to martinis.
Ah. Sierra Madre Martini perk. Does he have anything else? Looking at something about the villa in
Residential area,
town.
clinic, police station. Should keep away from the police station. It's a ghost people hangout. Salida del Sol, Puesta del Sol are East Town, West Town. Sunrise and sunset. Or were when the streets and sky weren't covered with toxic gas. Ghost people don't come into the villa much. West Town and East Town, though, they're thick with the cloud and ghost people. Like hunting grounds. The cloud
Tell me about the cloud.
showed up after the bomb, I think. I got used to it in small doses. Now it covers the city. Over the years, it kept climbing up out of the Sierra Madre until it was curtains for the sun. Didn't see the sky again. Doesn't seem to bother the ghost people. Can't see through it too well, though. So sometimes I can use the cloud for cover. If I get desperate. Of course you do. Let's hear him.
Yes. It's time for
You
us to part
sure?
ways.
I mean, look, you can't just tell me to walk now, you know. That's, well, not...
Yes, I'm
You
sure.
can't say it hasn't been...
Yep. Mostly because I don't want to get spotted by the fucking holograms while doing stealth. I also... Ugh. Poor guys. But yeah, I also don't... I mean, yes, you could... There is, like, an encounter between them, like Dean and, Christine, but that's not necessary. Ooh, assassin suit. Forgot about this. Although I think that is Christine's, so there's that, too. Mannequins. The butcher known as... the butcher known as, Father Elijah. Gas leak. I made 3 workers from the flesh of the cells. Some airborne toxin. Caused lung and tissue damage absorbed through the skin. Maybe building up in the events. Yeah, it's kind of odd to think of what the cloud even could be. Excuse me. It was difficult to unlock the clasps. I told the construction crew to keep the suits ready. I asked Sinclair to order more in the case of the leak of a villa to support my case. Didn't need to. He agreed to the request immediately, then asked if he could see the workers to make sure if they're all alright. What a guy. Although, to be fair, he's probably, like, he doesn't even... Even if Sinclair knew about, like, the bombs, he probably isn't, like, checking in on them out of the goodness of his heart. Mark 9 Autodoc. Hey, hey, hey! Ah. I will take that. Thank you. Gotta take a free heal like that when you can. Especially in this DLC. All of these cups and no muggy.
Camp speakers at the end of the hall. Red light means they're shielded. Must be a way to shut them off somewhere else.
Probably in the basement. If I had to guess, the basement. Maybe. Maybe the second floor. Okay, so we're gonna save here because this game doesn't have a lot of autosaves. At least... Ah. Locked door to the basement, anyone? Maybe there's nothing in here. Maybe my memory is fading, but I do think there's something of value here. Probably healing items. Ah. Blast. There we go. I was just about to say, oh, holy dark, Batman. No security holograms. Duct tape, duct tape. All stuff that I don't really need to use. Ah, DC Journal of Internal Medicine. My medicine at 100, because otherwise I'll keep that. No, it's not. Nice. Excuse me. Clinic power terminal station. Power status. Autodark's powered. Security holograms powered. Disengage main power. Aha! I gotta check now and see. Ah! Of course, security. The security holograms have backups. Backup power. God damn it. I don't think I have to go up to the second floor, though. which is good because my stealth is not great. The good news is that these guys are not that, like, they're not that interested in fighting you. Which is good, because I don't have a lot of skill here. I do want to explore here, though. Aha! Yeah, because I do want more supplies. Never have enough for that. I don't usually craft stuff, so I kind of ignore those. Boo. Nothing in here. Lame. Oh, thank God there's some chips in there. I was like, really? Nothing? Nada? I don't know why you would turn the hologram emitter back on if you needed it. Yep, if you needed it. Clinic basement key. Dispenser codes. Those for dispensers arrived. Among the codes, he asked to make sure if we could keep the code for the medics backed up. I don't think he realized. It must be stress. Made a backup code just in case. Yep. Good news is I think that was the only security hologram here. Of course, the bad news is that there will be more later. It's not the worst introduction, though, to the security holograms, all things considered. Oh. Mentats. Nice. My OCD led to me accidentally checking the desk again. Whose office is this? Chief Physician. Alright. He must have some good stuff in here. Oh, by the way, yes, you can probably hear that pounding. That is Christine, of course. Miss Keys. Domino, Miss Keys. Who's moving one auto dock? Yep. Interesting. Hang on, Christine. We're coming. Thankfully, I don't think you guys can hear that too much. Unpleasant visit. Domino stopped by and asked about Vera Keys' voice. Bottle of wine. Huh. So he was worried about Vera Keys singing, eh? Well, the good news is that the canary could very much sing. Okay, so that's the door to the medical district. And yeah, we don't need to check that. So, alright, let's get poor Christine out of the damned auto docks, shall we? Okay, no, not this one. Exhaustion. Huh. Plot thickens. Okay, then not this one either. Of course, it's the one that's at the very end of the hallway. It's gotta be the one that you'd run into if you ran into the speakers. Wait a minute. I didn't even need to heal, but... Oh, it's coming from this one. Yep. Even tells you. Oh, I am such a fool. Yeah. That is a cruel, cruel awakening. The woman looks before you, looks disoriented, pained. She blinks a few times, then winces. Ah, damn it, I missed it. Are you all right? Yeah, scarred. Scarred all over. She looks at you, blinks, opens her mouth, nothing comes out. She touches her throat, traces the scar between her chin. Her eyes widen in alarm. Look, I'm here to help. She looks shaken. She glances at the autodox, recalls, her mouth open, but again, nothing comes out. Yeah, it's pretty scary. She looks back at you, her hands clenched in fists, eyes narrowed. She takes a step back, looking at you. This isn't what it looks like. The woman opens her mouth, again, winces, frowns, drags a finger across her throat in a slow motion. She looks more angry than pained now, frowning. She touches her throat again, gently, brushes her collar, then her frown deepens. Her eyes narrow as she traces the edge of the collar, finds the lock. She begins to press it with her finger. It's a bomb collar. Mess with it and it'll go off. She looks surprised, then notices your collar, raises an eyebrow. Let's just say... Look, can we have this not talk later? Let's go. Look, we're in this... Let's just say we're in this together. She frowns, narrows her eyes, and slowly shakes her head. What do you mean by that? She shakes her head, then draws a line in the air between you two. Excuse me. Look, together we can get out of this. Once she crosses her arms. Look, I'm not trying to order you, but your life is tied to mine. She frowns, glances at the collar. She makes a circle with her hands, puts her head over her eyes. She nods at you, lowers her head, shakes her head, draws a slow line between you. You're looking for something else. Fine, I can help you. Then her expression softly shakes her head and gives a silent sigh. And raises an odd eyebrow and nods at the door. Alright, come with me. Yay! Christine has given you the signal interference perk. A very, very useful perk indeed. By 50%. Yep. Not enough for a level up, sadly. Let's talk. As much as we can. Medicine. Those facial scars weren't done by the autodoc. The throat scar was. She nods slowly and puts her hand in front of her throat. Closes it, then points to you. I can't restore your voice. We need a real autodoc to do that. She shivers slightly, then shakes her head. I don't understand why they shaved you bald. She touches her head, smiles, and then shakes her head. She did it to herself. So you cut off your own hair? She waves her hand, then shakes her head, then nods in the direction of the casino. No, wait, I want to hear this. You were bald before? Then a circle with her hands repeats it twice, then raises her hands and waves them like wings. She puts both her hands in front of her, makes a motion as if writing something. Brotherhood of Steel. Wait, you're a Brotherhood of Steel scribe? Yeah, so you can do that. That's kind of nice. She nods. She looks impressed. This is where our Brotherhood of Steel things comes here. How the heck? Were you looking for something? She shakes her head, makes a motion, 2 fingers walking. You were looking for someone. She nods, raises a finger. A man? She nods, makes a motion with her hands around her chin, drawing down, clenches them at the sky. An angry, bearded man. She points at your Pip-Boy. You were looking for a man. The man on the Pip-Boy holotape, Elijah. Ah, it all comes together. Looks concerned. Someone smart. Then circles her ear. And nuts. Yeah, nods and frowns. So it sounds like it's pretty important to you to find this person. As a walk together, her face becomes angry. She chops the hand down, draws 2 fingers apart, 1 finger points at herself. He cut you off from someone. Mm-hmm. Family, husband. She frowns, shakes her head, even more so at the husband. Confirmed bachelor. Oh, girlfriend. She hesitates, then waves her hand. Ah, unrequited, or you were more than girlfriends, lovers. Looks at you a little surprised. What, you think I don't understand love? She raises an eyebrow, looks at you. Whatever love is transitory or ended in gunfire. I understand how important a loved one can be. She seems to be gauging you again. Makes a slow circle. After a moment, taps her wrist. Had other questions. Yeah, time. She frowns, cups her hand to her ear. Do you know how to get out of here? Points. Yeah, basically all the stuff that we knew. Then her hands lash out, where his fingers flayed. Eyes roll back. So once the collars are gone, we can just leave. Looks skeptical, then shrugs. Points downwards, makes a circle around her, same spot. She mocks, frowns. Damn it! So much for my perception. How'd you end up in the auto dock? Then raises them again, points to you. You were knocked out? She nods, raises an eyebrow and points to you, makes a circle, then at your feet. What about my feet? Did you circle the area? She repeats the circling motion until she's pointing at the spot between you. Still pointing at the ground between you. 2. Then she raises an eyebrow. Followed a radio signal here. A woman's voice. She waits. After a second, she raises her eyebrow again. I was curious where it led. I thought needed supplies. I couldn't even tell you why, I just did. I was curious where it led. Curiosity killed the cat. And nods. She points at you, then points at the casino, slowly shakes her head, then in the direction of the main gate. If I could leave, I would. She looks at you for a moment, glances at your collar, and shrugs. And she lightly grabs her neck with both hands, holds it for a moment. Then her hands fall away. She looks at you, looks at the exit, and nods. What about you? And points at the ground. You're not going to leave. Then exit back the direction. She shrugs. Without strength or conviction, she isn't looking at you when she does. Do you know what the machines around the villa are? Shakes her head. She points at you, makes the motion of something putting in her hand. Here's a Sierra Madre chip. She examines the chip for a second, raises her eye, turns it to the side, gauging its diameter and width. She runs her finger over her finger across the surface, checking the engraving, and then tosses the chip back to you. She pretends to look around, sees something on the floor, pretends to bend down and pick it up. Then she looks at you and nods. You can make more? She frowns, looks frustrated for a moment, then thinks. And an imaginary object, as if heavy, she hefts. You can make more of those at a workbench with the right materials. She smiles and nods. Points at Pip-Boy, makes a motion. Yeah, You need a battery, a fission battery, scrap metal. Yeah, okay. Can you teach me how to do it? Excuse me. Yay! Now, I can make Sierra Madre chips. Yay! He looks exasperated. Can't you write, or can't you communicate in some other way? Can you write? She frowns and traces the scars on her head with her finger. Then she makes a motion as if picking up a pencil and tries to write, then shakes her head. Something to do with the surgery. And puts an odd staring face. She keeps a blank face for a second, then slowly blinks. Shakes, then lets it go limp. There's a specific form of brain surgery using electrodes pre-war. Lobotomy. Kinda. And gives a thumbs up. You can still do numbers and calculations? She nods. Had other questions? What weapons are you skilled at? Pantomime's a grenade, and then an imaginary knife. In a martial arts stance. She then holds one pistol up, taking aim, does a single shot. Huh. Oh, is that all? You seem like you've been well trained. She shrugs slightly, then waits. Alright. Well, let's go then. Get the heck out of here and get her back to the fountain and see if we can't take care of this. Glances at the speaker, then the collar, frowning. It's a decayed speaker. We can't stay near one for too long or it'll go off. She taps the collar, then closes her hand real fast. She taps the collar, then opens. She points at your Pip-Boy, her collar, then her collar. You can interfere with the detonation frequency somehow. She's about to nod, then stops, points at herself, and shakes her head. Makes a triangle motion. Does that work on any other color? She frowns. Points to herself. It's just your frequency. Okay. But only between us. Great, how romantic. It's still kind of nice. Yes, I've heard about the Fallout TV series that they're shooting right now. Forgive me for not being optimistic because... Damn it. Ow. But yeah, forgive me for not being optimistic about it because of what happened with the Halo series. Well, that, and I'm also just incredibly bitter that for whatever reason, these shows do not ever want to release seemingly on regular television. They only release on streaming services, which is just great. Like, seriously, why can't they do regular TV? Oh, I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not as down on it as... I kind of have the same mentality when it comes to, I have the same mentality when it comes to, the live-action anime stuff. I try to keep myself optimistic, because otherwise you just go insane with, absolute... misery. But I'm also not going to pretend that, hey, we haven't been here before in terms of, all of this stuff, and, it could just as easily go sideways. Kind of thing. Okay. Ugh. Stupid ghost people. Oh crap, my armor is almost out. I need something to fix that, methinks. Soon. First, there. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's basically, the signal version of the cloud. Whereas, dog/god can, actually, destroy the ghost people. What the heck? Which way do I go now? Do I actually have to go through the cloud here? I think I went the wrong way. I mean, I know I went the wrong way, but... maybe if I go up? That could be a thing, right? Should have never left home. Ooh, spooky. Ah, goddammit, I got lost. I mean, yeah, I guess maybe that's partially... that's true. The streaming services do provide a niche and allow these niche shows to get made. And like I said, I mean, I guess I'm grateful for the fact that, some of these, shows, even if they end up kind of terrible, the stuff based on video games, that they at least get the chance to be made, because I'd much rather them have that chance than not. I guess my issue is, and I don't know where the hell I'm going. Oh, this is where I need to go. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that I still would like, because because I am a very old school person, the ability for these shows to be made available to people who do not want to adopt streaming. Because I feel like I am forced to adopt streaming if I ever want to see any of these shows, and there's a lot of them. Now, granted, I've never been the biggest TV and movie person to begin with, so, I mean, it's not the greatest loss. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there are two... Yes, I agree. I understand that stuff like the Fallout show and even... and the Halo show, and even Resident Evil to a certain degree, and hell, the live-action anime adaptations, which I know some people are kind of down on, but to me, I'm not necessarily as down on it so much as it's just like, I mean, hey, you can try. You're not going to top the original, but, I mean, you can do far worse kind of thing. But yeah, no, I appreciate that a lot of that stuff is being made possible because of streaming services. I just would like the ability to see them without having to invest time and money into the streaming services, like, you know, be able to buy them via Blu-ray or DVD post-production. And I'm sure there's bootlegs or people that will like record them on Blu-ray and bootleg them, but I don't want to do that. Kind of thing. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff out there that I very much am interested in, but I do not want to sink as much time or money into watching shows that are on streaming services that I'll just watch for the shows. Yeah, it still needs to be available. Yeah, definitely. I'm a very old school person. It's probably been to my detriment because Lord knows that when I leave my current dwellings, I will definitely either have to downsize or I'll have to literally buy a shelf for all of my stuff. But I very much still appreciate just the option. And I know some people will point to media sales and say, oh, they're down, they're in the toilets. Why would we invest in that when, you know... Well, because the moment you take it off the stream service, that's awesome. I have a couple old VHSs. I used to have more, but I don't have as many old VHSs lying around anymore. But you know, it just kind of brings to mind the point that if I own it on physical media, it's mine. I own it. The streaming service cannot take it away from me by saying, oh, we need to make more room on our servers and in the cloud. You know, so we got to delete this and that and the other thing. And yes, I will definitely pay more for physical media. The thing is, we're already kind of paying markups as is for it. So, I mean, if that's the question, if that's the issue, then why the hell isn't it more widely available? Yeah, they're glorified rentals. And that's kind of my same problem with digital-only gaming. I want... you know, more games to be made accessible and everything like that. But eventually, you know, if the licensing issue runs out for a digital game, like, you know, we've had that happen with a couple of more recent games in like the last decade, well then, whoops, you got to either hope for a re-release where they re-up the licenses, or you're screwed because you can't get your hands on it again. Like if it's got licensed music or it's based on a brand, where the brand runs into licensing issues. It's just a mess. I feel like such an old dinosaur, though. I mean, I'm 28 years old, and I feel like such an old dinosaur. Oh, well, PC's already digital. I mean, you tell me the last time you went to an actual like electronics store, a place that sells electronics, and you saw a PC game box. Like, not very likely. Yeah, I know, but it feels like I was lost in a time warp. Like, a lot of my favorite bands debuted in the 90s, or the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. So I don't really relate to the modern era of music. like at all. A lot of my favorite movies are from the 80s and the 90s, and some from the early 2000s. It's like, I mean, favorite TV show from the 90s. Yeah, that's true. But Best Buy and Walmart. But, I mean, at the same time, if people can build big enough gaming rigs, they're probably not too concerned with digital versus physical, which is sad because those are the people who probably should be more on the side of physical, if anything, because you spend all this money on giant gaming rigs. All right, Father Crazy Pants. It's time we got the gang all here.
Good. Well done. Now for the festivities and your parts in all this. The owner of the Sierra Madre, for whatever reason, keyed the grand opening to the gala event itself. It needs to be fired off in order for the casino doors to open. As I've discovered, one person can't do it. So get your team into position indicated on your Pip-Boy, then trigger it properly. You're so close now, don't let me down. Otherwise, I'll have to rely on the next team.
What a stupid system. Yeah, the 50s and stuff. This controversial take, especially for somebody who loves the genre of rock music, but the Beatles and the Grateful Dead, the two most overrated bands in the history of the rock genre. Like, the Beatles, I get them being a staple of, like, what was, at the time, a very new genre. But let's be honest, if you played the Beatles in, like, the 70s or the 80s, they would be considered pop at best, maybe even pop rock at best. They would not be considered true rock and roll. I mean, yeah, they were like a boy band, because they were even like a boy band with like all the tours and stuff, and like women fawning over them and wanting to marry them, and the boys wanting to be them, kind of thing. I don't know, I mean, supposed to get to
unlocked the west and east gates to Puesta del Sol and Salida del Sol. Now that you've survived the villa, I need to get to my position. You don't need me to hold your hand anymore. I'll keep monitoring you via the transceivers through the villa. If I need to offer guidance, I will.
Still a vital part of music, though. I mean, like, I will not deny that the Beatles do have some very catchy songs that will outlast time, and that without them, a great big step in terms of like pop culture is not taken. It definitely, though, was, along with Elvis, was basically like the commercialization of the music industry as we know it today. So there's that too, if I'm being cynical. And then the Grateful Dead basically just played to the 60s stoner crowd and never moved on. And I still don't know what people see in the Grateful Dead. I don't even think I've heard a single one of their songs on radio.
A display of lights, fireworks, music in the streets. A pre-war festival to mark the casino's opening. The bomb struck first. It is of no consequence, only firing the event is. Get the three in position, then travel to your position in Salida del Sol and trigger the gala. After that, the real work begins.
Still sounds like a stupid system if you ask me. Real work? What is this?
Perhaps you think this is a simple robbery, a cheap casino heist. No,
isn't it?
This is a heist of the centuries. We're not plundering Sierra Madre. We're plundering history, taking from the old world itself. It won't let its secrets go easily, not without a fight. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Okay, then.
I'd suggest taking the
head out,
FED reject to his position first. Although you may need his brutality and strength elsewhere at first. As easy as the villa was to navigate, the outlying areas of the villa are far more dangerous, thicker with the ghost people, traps, and toxins. Use your team as I use you. Listen to your caller. Watch where you step. You're no use to me dead.
Gee, thanks, buddy. Alright. Strike up the band. Alright. Crap. I think I'm gonna... Let's see. I think I'm gonna do Christine first. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna do Christine, then I'm gonna do Dean, and then I'm gonna do, excuse me. And then I'll do God/Dog last. You think he's using the Pip-Boy to establish a connection with the projector? She nods and palms each other 180 degrees in the arc and back. Think he might be close then. Any idea where? Surveys the area, focuses upwards, casinos, then looks west, east. Holds out her hands and motions at her Pip-Boy. What do you want? Sure, the Pip-Boy. Studies the Pip-Boy intently, turning your arm as if to see if wrist sense. She doesn't seem interested in the screen. She studies the exterior, then the casing. Like a piece of furniture until you're done. Wait. Snaps. Her fingers stab through the red buttons narrowly of the local map. She zooms up the local map, switching station. Her intent, as she notes the marker, points west and then tilts her head. You seem eager to go. Points, well, duh. Why do you think he wants to go to go to the Puesto del Sol switching station? Motions the typing of the keys, points at you, pantomimes talking to you. Neither Dean nor Dog have the technical aptitude to man the switching station. Alright. I think we should travel together. Yeah. Does she even have anything, though? Like, seriously. I don't think she has a gun. Why? For the comic. Also, it totally figures we have to go this way, right? Well, you know what? I've got fragments, so why the hell not? Ow! Asshole. No, Christine, you fool! She ran right into my grenades. Jeez. Fire in the hole! Ah, that hit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How? How is my armor condition dangerously low, game? He didn't even hit me. Decapitation! There's a game that really needs a remaster or a sequel. Brutal Legend. Oh, thank God there's actually a, Oh, thank God there's actually a vending machine here. Just what I needed. Yep, blow all my money. Like I said, get the stim pack code and you essentially won the DLC. Which actually kind of makes it all the more funny that you could actually, like, unintentionally skip it. Like, why? Why would you do that? But I suppose some people would. Unintentionally. That's where I need to go. Puesta del Sol. Hey, that kind of rhymed. Actually, is this where I need to go? Local map? Yes, it is. Okay. We'll get Christine in position. And we'll see kind of where that goes, how long that takes. My hope is that it won't take forever. Ah. Drac. That damn ghost people. You know what? I haven't tested this bad boy out. Ah. Now, Dean said something about tanks. I don't see no tanks on these guys. But maybe we'll take out an arm. See? Oh, it did damage. Aha! At least it worked. Wasted a crap ton of my ammunition, but it worked. You stupid! Ah! Who threw that? You are so dead. Ah. Heh. Nice. His spear got caught. Damn it! Christine? Why are you using the pistol I gave you? You know what? I've got a plastic explosive and you guys are grouped all together. Okay. Christine? Aha! Success! Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That didn't kill this one. I still don't regret that though, because that was actually kind of cool. That was a good kill. Gas bomb. 'Cause of course. Now, of course, they respawn. Just not now. Still clear this area out. Service route requires key that I do not have. Grr. Cloud. Probably is for Dean Domino. Oh yeah, actually now that I cleared that area out, I could go back to that other place too. That other entrance area. I just realized. Yay. Oh. Triggered a trap. Didn't hurt. Or it did, and I just shrugged it off. Yeah, Christine. Trust me. I don't like being here any more than you do. Mostly just trying to see what the heck can be done. Or what we can find. Ah. Oh yeah, I think this is where we've got to put Dean. Damn it. Alright, let's go back to that other area. Oh. I got turned around. No, I didn't. Actually, we can go in through here. Haha. Oh. Nice. Yeah, I could have fired a gun or something in here. Or not fired a gun. Fired something and I could have triggered an explosion in here. That would have killed the ghost people. That's for sure. Ooh. Almost. Damn it. Come on now. Ah, crap. Okay, okay, okay. Activate gas valve. No, we don't need to do that. Alright, alright. I don't actually need that because my repair's at maximum. Gotta watch it, because now I think these guys throw... Yep. Now instead of throwing spears, they're throwing gas bombs. But the good news is that these guys... I was gonna say the good news is that... they're not as bad as the other ones. Stupid ghost people. Why could you not have rested in peace? Would have been so much nicer had you rested in peace. And again, I suppose with the setup that you had, it's kind of hard to do so. So maybe it's for the best. Whew. It's a real shame you can't use beds in this particular DLC. That would be nice. Of course, gotta walk through the cloud. Get where Christine can go.
There, the switching station. That's where you'll need to bring the mute.
Good to know. I don't know why the hell she's using her knife. I gave you a pistol. And you know what? Screw you. I'm just gonna let you take care of this, Christine. You don't want to use the gift that I gave you? It's fine. I didn't ask you to just sit there and... Of course, now the worst part is that I'm gonna have to actively walk back. Like, I'll have to walk back from where it is, kind of thing. Oh, Rad Roach. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Alright, now get over here. Because you're no good to me dead. We're gonna have to walk through the cloud. I don't think we can... Which sucks. Yeah. Sweat on the brow, which I can almost guarantee this area probably got a speaker or two, am I right? Oh, maybe not. Before you lose Jerk. Hey! I did it. Ennis. Director Simmons. Conrad Simmons, William Ennis. Ventilation systems on the fritz again, and I need to distribute manually. Long line. You know I don't cope well with the heat, so I'd like to do work more remotely. So what's the password for the bring it? Okay. Status report. Ventilation's all shot to hell. Red dust cloud. Sounds like he was going to get some chems. A little green. Keeping their mouths shut. Mr. Yesterday. Oh boy. What a hellhole. Ah, crap. Okay, okay. Whew. Ah. Tick, 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 tick. Damn it. Shit, 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 fuck. Okay. Frack. Okay. Makes some motion shaking. Yeah, I know. So... Ah, crap. I forgot how this one works. The damn bridge is out. There's no way around this, is there? Frack. Trying to remember. I don't think I can go into that deep concentration of the cloud. I think that just kills you outright. Damn it. So I thought the blue ones weren't shielded, but the red ones were. Arg. So. There we go. Treasure's all mine. Okay, so you can shoot the blue ones out. I just didn't aim correctly. Arr. That's annoying. Okay, so where would this one then be? There's one more then, at least. You know what? Screw it. Save. Then probably end up dying anyways. See if it works. Oh! Aha! Alright, I feel slightly less stupid. Well, actually, no, that's not even really the case so much as it is. It's not even so much that I felt stupid, so much as it was, like... Oh. It's not even so much that, like, I was, like, what the heck? So much as it was, like, would this work? And lo and behold, it did. subject in case of emergency. The foreman, second shifts, boys hit by the gas are still out there. Everybody's pulling more work. Mr. Yesterday has been keeping. Isn't helping. We need those boys back. We'll need another. We'll have another chemical leak like that where it won't be in construction for the rest of the year. Suits are here. Suits are kind of creepy looking, hard to talk in them, so we had to use sign language to make sense of each other. So we can check out the pipes and ventilations. Really messed the guys up. If the chambers get backed up again. Hate to see what the gas got out in the villa. Oh boy, yeah, we know exactly what happened. Okay, so that I think is... This is, I think, where we need to go. I'm gonna see if I can't save first. And then turn these speakers off. Ah! Aha! Yes! Aha! Announcement warning, one of the 4 speakers is offline. Do not comment. Please contact IT to resolve. Okay. Ooh. Dynamite, eh? Nice. Well, you're dead. Thanks for... What? What? Okay, that's a load of bull. What the hell? What, did I not knock out the speakers? I could have swore that I did. God damn it. Fragging thing. That scared the crap out of me. That came like out of nowhere. Like, seriously, what the hell? Well, it kept me on my toes, if nothing else. Yeah! Oh, damn is right. Like, I wasn't seeing that. I didn't see that coming. Like, seriously. What? What the hell is killing me? Is it a speaker down there that's not shielded? It's gotta be, because... It's gotta be a speaker that's down there that's not shielded. Because otherwise there's no reason I should be dying from that. And you know what? Screw it. It's not worth it. Ugh. Yeah, I think that there's from there. My chances with the water to heal myself so I don't waste my stim packs. Oh, or not. Nice, 308s. Ennis's locker, eh? Toxic samples. Oh boy, that's no bueno. Almost lost a few men. Ain't that how it always goes? Eggheads want some more samples for something. Nearly ends up with people getting killed. Very rarely do the eggheads ever put their own skin on the line. Remote maintenance terminal password. Or I could just hack it. Oh, ventilation control. Oh. Oh. Nice. Perfect. Fine, we'll take this. Just in case. Damn it, Ennis, how many times do I have to tell you? More armor piercing in the sink? Yes, please. Well, at least now I'll be able to find out what the hell was killing me, because if it's an unshielded speaker, I should be able to take it out. Oh, that was stupid. I really should have seen that coming. I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't get, like, completely crippled trying to walk. Why is this your game? Okay. Thought I could get through there. Can't. Okay, so it's not any speaker down here. Huh. I do not get it. I will take those, though. Yeah, I don't get it. What the hell kind of cockamamie signal killed me? Again, it's not important. I feel like I should be able to get around that somehow. Whatever. Crap. The tension, the drama. Honestly, you don't know what I hate more, the speakers or the ghost people, because the ghost people can be difficult to kill even at a certain level, but at least they can be killed, kind of thing. Speakers, it's just like kind of wing and prayer, hope for the best kind of thing. That is actually kind of annoying. I'm thinking I'm gonna finish the stuff with Christine, and then I'll probably call it a stream. I'm not worried because I have the perk to avoid getting completely locked out. But I also would rather not. Yeah, have a good one, T. Thank you for joining me. Have a good night. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. 2 of the 4 speakers are offline. Okay. Good. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and, you know, hope you have a pleasant one, man. Peace. Disengage lock to what? Ah. Thank goodness it's only a Mark II turret, am I right? Unless... me shutting off the speakers here actually shut off the speakers there. Collapsed catwalk. I feel like it's not worth it again, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Oh, I hit a tripwire. Now I know what killed me. Three of the four. Oh! Yeah, it was a trap. That's what got me. Somebody booby-trapped the MFer's body. These electronics that I don't need. Yeah, it was a tripwire. God damn it. Treasure's mine. Yeah. Well, I feel like a fool. Here I was thinking the speakers were killing me, and I was like, what the hell? No, it was a very well-placed trip mine. So, yay. I's not a complete idiot after all. Ooh. Okay, phew. I was gonna say, wait a minute. But no. Itchy. Okay. Whole damn place is falling apart. Holy computer banks, Batman. Key. Ennis's key. Just in case you couldn't get into his locker. Old man Ennis left his key on one of the consoles again. So I'm making this note here to remind myself to give it back to him the next time I see him. Really fill his lock. Yeah, with Dandy Boy apples or something. Sweet damage. Sure, the docs at the clinic got mad. We didn't have a choice if we wanted to get the medical attention after the gas hit us. We can let the villa collapse on itself. They'll all be too busy at the casino anyways. Damn. Yeah. Vince is clutching at her side. For what? I don't know. Oh. Motions to you. Points the door uneasily. Seems hesitant to go near it. I need you to go down and manually bypass the room. Glances at the elevator. Her expressions become worried, then looks back at you. She reluctantly shakes her head. What's wrong? Alright, let me see if I can find another way to do this without sending you down there. Yeah, we'll do that. I saw something I want, though. Chinese Spec Ops Manual. Question is, can I leap? Aha! Yes, I can! I don't even want to know what the Chinese Spec Ops Manual is even doing here, but I will take it. Sneak increased by 3. And good news is my electronic skills are very high, so I really shouldn't have to worry about sending Christine down there. Transfer control. There you are. Good news! Okay. Never mind then. Oh, she's hurt. Don't worry, you won't have to go near it. Yep. Are you going to be okay here? Take her hand. Aww. We'll get through this. Karma! Hey! Well, we'll do this for the XP. We don't really need to, but we'll do it for the XP. But yeah, we'll get back to our, get back to the villa, and then call it a stream. Hey, level up nearly. In fact, no, we did get a level up. Woohoo! Yeah, buddy. Excuse me. Okay, so what do we power up? Let's see. Sneak, melee weapons, repair, guns, explosives. Explosives. There. No perks in this level, sadly. That's okay. Let's get the heck out of here. Back. Oh geez. Yeah, thankfully I don't think you can get addicted drinking the Sierra Madre martinis. It would really suck if you did though, but I do not think that you can, thankfully. Oh, crap. Just checking to see if there's anything I missed. Don't think so. I think it's just electronic junk. Just electronic junk and crap. Okay. bouncing off the lore there. Can I fast travel, please? No, I didn't think so. Damn it. All right. All right. That might have been a stupid idea, but screw it. Ah. Yeah, screw it. I'm running away from these guys. There's just too many of them, and I do not have backup. Of course, it would help if I could move faster. Although I do think I got the absolute, like, most difficult part. Like, I got Christine out of the way, and she, I think, is, like, the most difficult part of the DLC, or in terms of, like, setting up, like, with the DLC here. Like, setting up stuff. So, yeah. So, yeah. I'll talk to Dean Domino. We will call it a stream.
You could have left the Sierra Madre, left this villa, joined your own kind.
Sierra Madre's mine. My heart's right where it belongs.
You can't abide it. There's no heart. You hate it.
Sounds like you need your
swallowed
hearing.
his color.
Sierra Madre, it's meant for me.
Ooh, spooky.
Was that him floating above the fountain, the boss man? The one who put these bow ties on our necks? Sure does like to make a presentation. We should keep it down, or else the ghost people are going to swarm the gates. Vera hologram or no.
Huh. Know anything about this gala event that we're supposed to trigger? Vera hologram? You mean the holographic woman?
Yeah, don't you? Or guess Vera Keys got lost along with the rest of the Hollow archives when the bomb hit, huh? Ghost in
Pretty
name
much.
and image. Still a looker, though. Got to hand it to Sinclair. Sure can pick him. Well, or get picked. Whichever.
Can you tell me about
Vera
her?
was a big star back before the bomb. Not the best actress, but, well, she had other talents. Voice, nice legs. For some reason, Sinclair, he built this place. She caught his art, that had. So made the introductions and gifts. He builds this place for her like some kind of Cleopatra obsession. Wasn't always a death trap.
Introductions? You knew her before?
Of course. What? Some kind of surprise to you that I knew people once? Used to have my name in lights, all right? Knew a dozen Veras or whatever her name was. Vera Keys. Figured I could pay Sinclair back. Introduce the two. Guy was a slouch in the dame department. Had to pick up the slack somehow.
Know anything about this gala event?
Supposed to be the grand opening of the Sierra Madre. Lots of lights, music, the works. And he's going to use the gala event to open the casino? But that's interesting.
Why? Is it interesting? Are you thinking...
Yeah. Maybe the drain in power, that'll cause the security systems to shut down enough to let us in. But getting back out? No, the place will close up tighter than an opening at the Fronds. Or Danny Parker's sphincter when he has to tip a doorman.
Huh! How... Huh. The gala event's tied to
look,
the series
so
generators?
not everything about the villa was the pinnacle of bright ideas. In order to pull off the gala, old Sinclair had to get creative. The Sierra Madre announcement, for example, not just for the casino, not at all. The gala's tied to the casino, draws on its power. Might cause it to reset itself, open the doors for a bit like it was supposed to.
Design oversight, to say the least.
Well, Vera's beautiful voice doesn't run on casino power exactly. Her broadcast is tied into the emergency broadcast signal for the Sierra Madre. You know, in case of attack. Well, guess what? The night of the gala event, the emergency signal went out all right. But because the broadcast had been hooked up to the gala event, instead of an emergency signal, you get Vera's voice on the radio. Great, huh?
So it's not an invitation, it's a call for help.
Yeah, the Sierra Madre's last song. One only a few people are ever going to hear. A little sad, but what can you do?
Heh. Alright, according to the marker, you're slated for a spot in Puesto del Sol.
No, looks like a rooftop in Puesto del Sol. In better days, nice view. Now, it's the last place anyone wants to stand when this event goes off. That place during spring, summer, and fall, a little bit in winter, is a prime resort spot for ghost people. Not the best of neighborhoods. If we're going there, I'm not going alone. And if you have any bright ideas about telling me to stroll over there, or leave me there, no thanks.
Any idea why I want you there?
I'm not sure this guy's operating with a full deck. My bet? Process of elimination, lowest common denominator. He figures the strong man's needed somewhere, even if it sounds like the strong man's two minds about it. Plus, I'm guessing wherever old doggy boy's needed doesn't need smarts. I hope not. Or we're royally jonesed.
What about Christina?
Christine, that her name? Nice name. I mean, you can't see it on posters, but never mind. I don't know. She might need to hold some place where speaking isn't important. Like stage tech? Lighting? Got me. And me? I've had prime billing in Europe, New York, and this gig doesn't feel like that. Don't get me wrong, I can hold an audience, conduct a score from the rooftops, but I'm guessing I'm the odd man out in this whole heist.
I'm not following
Odd
you.
man out. Dead weight. Someone you need holding the toolbox, the passing the scalpel, the chauffeur. Any guy with hands is who he needs up on that rooftop. Guess he thinks I don't rate looking like I do. Poor him. I'd shed a tear. Well, now, if it is... Those little company stores. Take any of the casino chips, put them into the machine, and you'll get something out. A snack,
Sometimes you have to know exactly what to ask for. Other times, if it's an emergency, you can get chems for any, condition. Sinclair left that for doctors and trained... Even security and maintenance could get special supplies out of them. Staff had codes on little cards. I got all the basics covered as long as I have the chips to pay for them. I don't need much. Yeah, well, machines like those weren't unusual before the bomb. Maybe to you they're amazing. To me, they're grifters without the personality. Sinclair made sure if you spent money here, it went one direction. Although that's not how he described it.
How would he
Called
describe
it
it?
self-sufficient. Like he was doing the residents a favor. Right. No. That place during... If we're going there, I'm not going alone. Strike up the band. Domino's back in town. Cloud wasn't always here. Grew over the years, even without cars or factories.
Alright, now we got Dean Domino. And I am going to call it a stream. So, I'd like to thank each and every single one of you for watching. Hope you all have a pleasant and wonderful evening or day or whatever time it is wherever you are. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta-ta for now. Until next time.